Notes check. Booty ready. Let's go. Welcome. Today I want to talk about the things that I learned while, working on YouTube for about a year. Give or take a few months. Working on YouTube, it's a creative outlet for most people. But also, you can make money from it. A lot of people doing that. And so that brings in a lot of new people that, they're looking at it like, hey man, I can do this instead of my shitty job. Do not quit your job for YouTube. The honest truth is that you might not make it. Ow! Fucking hurts to admit it, but not everybody's gonna make it on YouTube, myself included. I might fail. I don't want to fail. I want to be, a YouTuber with the money. But I have to take the good with the bad. YouTube is a marathon. You got to look at it as a long-term gig. So to me, it's best to find something that you're interested in and make content around that. You're gonna see other content creators blow up before you, and that's okay. Don't compare yourselves to them, because most of these people have been working on YouTube for years and they've had multiple channels that they've worked on before. So you that just came on like probably a year ago and you're expecting to pop off, no, that's not how it works. There's a lot of work that goes into making content on the internet and actually making it look good. So most content creators would tell you to like niche down. I would agree with that. Yeah, niching down is helpful. But when you're just starting out, you probably don't know what niche you would want to work in, or also you don't know what niche is going unfulfilled, and for you to basically fill the gap there. So I would recommend trying different things to see where you would fit better. Because let's say you want to be a makeup guru. That's a hard one to go in because you have so much fucking competition, and these women are goddamn fierce. I mean, the drama in the fashion community, that shit is ridiculous. They'll dig up your entire history. Wow, that's scary. Another one that's pretty hard is like the tech niche or the tech review niche. Like, dude, you're gonna have to compete with MKBHD. I'm sorry, I don't want to compete with him in the YouTuber. I'll say that. Cause this guy, he's a content creating powerhouse, top quality shit. I'm not trying to deal with that. Okay, I got one camera. He's got like 14 red cameras. Jesus Christ. And there's a lot of those kinds of guys in the tech room. So you might find it very difficult to grow in like the tech niche or the makeup niche. Too much competition. So trying out different niches and seeing where you would feel better, I think that's a better option than just trying to compete with the biggest niche possible. So one of the biggest questions I see new people would ask, myself included, when I just started, was should you focus on quality or quantity? First off, I have to say this: quantity is always better starting out, because that way you make more content and you learn more from your mistakes. So the more content you make, more mistakes you make, the more you can improve your content, and it gets better. Just irritate. What? It gets better by iteration. So every iteration of a video that you make, it's gonna get better. You have better camera presence. You can make different types of videos, so that way you have more of a chance to get viewed. So quantity takes it in the beginning, but after a while, you're going to have to focus on quality. That's just a fact, right? After a while, you need to make sure that your video looks nice and your audio is good. It also depends on the niche that you're in. So if you're in, let's say, the commentary niche, then your quality doesn't really have to be that good. However, if you're in something like the filmography or photography niche, you need top tier content there, because everybody else has top tier content. That's the only way you're gonna compete. I'm sorry, you can't be a filmographer with like bullshit quality. Or at the very least, if you're going to use bullshit quality, you need to have something else that you're providing, like really good information on how to make a good film with low quality equipment. Like that could work. Maybe that's an interesting idea. Now for me, I decided to start with the focus on quality, so that way later down the line when I move over to quantity, then my quality will take a drop, but it's not gonna look terrible, right? So getting the quality down, really, I wanted to get that down first because I'm a bitch like that, and now I'm trying to transition into quantity. So when it comes to audio and video quality, yeah, they're both important, but one is better or more important than the other. Audio quality is way harder to get right than video quality, because mainly you're just setting up the camera, you turn on your lights, and you're basically good. Once you set it up, you can copy that. But with audio, it's a bit more difficult because you have to like treat the room with all of these sponges and stuff. I don't have my entire room treated, but it does make a noticeable difference. Also, your environment. Sometimes you just don't have any control over what's happening in the background. And these microphones, they'll pick up every goddamn thing. Some of these mics are really sensitive. When I first got my Blue Yeti, it was picking up vehicles outside. I mean, on the road. Like, To this, they have it done on the lowest gain. So gain basically means how sensitive the mic is to receiving audio. So you're gonna have to learn a lot of new things when you become a YouTuber. That's the next thing. Be ready to learn, because you're gonna have to learn a lot and you're gonna fail a lot. But it's alright. You see, as a new YouTuber, you can just make mistakes. Be okay with making as many mistakes as possible, because you're new. You'll recover a lot better. Like at opposite spectrums, when you're at the lowest in terms of views and subscribers, and when you're at the highest in terms of views and subscribers, the mistakes don't matter that much, because you'll more than likely be forgiven. Because when you have low subs, nobody really cares about you. When you have high subs, people care about you so much they're willing to forgive whatever it is that you do. Within reason. So if you have a poor quality video at 1 million subs, people are not gonna get bothered too much about that, right? Same thing applies for a low subscription channel. People aren't going to penalize you for having low quality when you're just starting. So go ahead, make your video, make it as terribly as possible, and that way you can see how you can fix it, as opposed to getting stuck in the perfection. Don't do that. Just put it out as badly as possible, and then you can fix it later on. So creating good thumbnails is really goddamn hard for me. I don't know how difficult it is for you, but I want to make something that looks pretty. Just because something is pretty doesn't mean it's clickable. A thumbnail is clickable. So I'm currently in the phase of trying to figure out what's a clickable thumbnail. How should I work that out? I don't really have advice besides copy what you see other people do. I think that is something that's very helpful, because the viewer already has a library of thumbnails that they would find appealing or clickable. So if you can copy that, you're more likely to connect with that view as opposed to making a completely new thumbnail. That's a big risk, right? The thumbnail is more important than the video in most cases, because the thumbnail is the first thing that someone interacts with when it comes to your content. Not the video, but the thumbnail and title. Titles, keep it as clear as possible. Try not to clickbait. Clickbait a little bit. That helps. Like clickbait can God, I'm spitting all over the place. Clickbait, a little bit of clickbait is helpful. If you're having difficulty figuring out what kind of channel you're going to be, what kind of persona you're going to have, how you're going to go about, making your channel, what you can do is actually look at some of the content creators that you look up to, or that you look at and you're like, wow, they're making good content. That's some good shit. And just straight jack what they're doing. I mean, steal it. Steal what they're doing and put it in your videos. Put it in your thumbnails. What they gonna do? They can't do shit. So I would recommend you copy the content creators that you really enjoy early on, because after a while you're going to move away from them. And they don't really care. They don't. What? Like, everybody's copying everybody. That's the thing. Everything is a derivative of something else. So don't worry about stealing shit. Well, creatively. For me, some of the content creators that I really enjoy are like Harry Seller. That guy has top tier quality in terms of video and audio, but also he's constantly willing to learn and test things out. Testing something and seeing what exactly happens, and then creating your content around that information that you have, that's key. That's so useful for your growth in terms of quality at the very least. So right now I'm focused on making good content, so I need to try different things and see where I would fit better. Caleb City is another content creator that I really enjoy, because his content does flow so well. It's fun and easy to watch content. Yeah, it's short. He's such a well-crafted content creator. I really like his personality too. He's the nerdy cool guy. Like, you're thinking, oh man, this guy's a fucking dweeb, and then you see the way he carries himself and you're like, okay, alright, he's not that much of a dweeb. I respect him. The third person on this list, I would have to put Hagrid, aka Aris, avoiding the puddle. This guy is just sass. Just straight fucking sass. Like, dude, the one-liners of this guy is amazing. He's just literally a streamer that insults his chat and gets away with it. Also, he breaks every rule. He breaks all the rules. He uploads whenever he wants to, whatever he wants to. His camera is pointed upwards, and there's this big green light that the guy has going on. And it works. It works so well because it gives him a unique persona and a unique content experience. You're not going to get that anywhere else. He's one of the only people that has that. Oh my god. That guy. He's got style. Honest, he's got style. Alright, number 4 would be Destiny. He's just a straight bitch. He's just beating down people with words. And that's his job. That's his job now. To argue with people on the internet, and he's getting paid for that. Wow. Dude, anything's possible. Anything's fucking possible. The last person on this list would have to be Kelly Stamps, aka Black Daria. She has some of the best thumbnails that I've seen, and they're so simple. They're simple and effective. It's just her and the text, and it works. Right? I'm sitting here in Photoshop for hours, and this girl literally goes into a third-party app, puts in the picture, puts in some text. That's it. Maybe she takes hours to do it too. I don't know. But her thumbnails are really simple, elegant. They get the job done. I need to jack her shit. But yeah, YouTube is a long game. Try to have fun. Alright? Don't compare yourself to other people. It really is the thief of joy. And when you see a content creator that blew up, so to speak, there's a lot of work that went into that in the background. But it doesn't have to be work. It can be fun work. But you have to make it fun for yourself. Also, don't be afraid to fail. And as I said, jack everybody's shit. Why not? It's free shit for jacking. Hell yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope this video is somewhat, entertaining, useful. I don't know, man. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.